Alright, so I'm going to do a review of the animated movie called I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. This has been requested by typemoon96, and this is the only reason why I even bothered watching that movie. So, I'm going to leave the spoilers at the end, right? Like, I'll talk about the story after. I'm just going to talk about the movie and the characters, kind of, right? So let's put the main character, who is a guy. He is dog shit, right? Like, he is a boring character. That's his whole point, right? He's a boring character who will eventually become more open. Oh, you know, as the story goes on. But his whole point is to be a boring prick, right? The other girl, the other main character, which is a girl, she is full of life, but she's got this sad side to her because, you know, it's a sad movie. There's a sad side. She gets sad. So, and then that's both main characters are basically summed up, and the supporting cast is dog shit. That's it. The supporting cast is literally dog shit. You get like these bitchy girls for like 2 scenes maybe, and that's their character done. You get like the girl's best friend character, who's just a complete bitch throughout the entire movie, because she's like, "Oh, I'm jealous that you're hanging out with my girlfriend." Oh, right. So that's what happens. You got this guy who's like popular, but he likes the girl character, but she don't like him. So, oh, he's cool. He's so hot, but he's a dickhead, and all that type of stuff. Alright, that's the characters out the way. And now we'll just talk about the animation. It's like fine. It's not crazy. They don't do anything crazy. Like, it's just a plain romance like movie, you know. It doesn't try to be anything, doesn't try to do anything that's crazy, you know. Like, it doesn't have a particular art style to it either. It's just a regular like movie. Oh, honestly, it could have been a fucking like 12 episode anime or some shit, but nah, they decided a movie. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's not terrible, right? Art, like I said, average, right? It's just plain looking. Nothing crazy about it. So, music. It does its job, like it's serviceable, but that's all you can really say for it. Like, there's nothing standing out with the music in this movie. It's got like a decent opening, you know. Like, the opening, you could when I heard that, I was like, yeah, you know what, it's like, you know, good opening, but that's about it. Everything else, just, yeah, it's there, it works, it's fine, it does its job, but it doesn't stand out. So that's basically a quick review of the animated movie, right? And like, basically, yeah, I didn't give a fuck about the main character. Like I said, he's just boring. Girl character, I liked her, but I didn't care for her because like, I'll tell you why in the spoilers section, and it's because, you know, man. Right. So, and as I said, supporting cast is absolute dog shit. Might be one of the worst supporting casts I've ever seen. If you don't know what I mean by supporting cast, I'm talking about like the background characters and the other characters that are there. Like, our best friend character and all that shit. Right, so now that we're done with that, let's move on to the spoiler territory. Now, do I recommend this movie? If you want to watch a movie that has an interesting premise about like a character that's living with some guilt to her or some shit like that, that's just like always looming over for her, then, I mean, that's not right. I just don't want to spoil what it is, because if I say anything, I'll just give it away. So, like, if if you want a movie that you know is supposed to be sad, and you know, if you're into like romance stuff, then sure, I guess, even though it's not actually a romance. But anyway, now we can just go on to the good stuff, the spoilers. So I'm gonna say this right now. She ruined the entire thing of the caring part, is what I mean, because she's like, oh man, I'm gonna die in like fucking a year or something, you know, I'm gonna die, you know, and she tells you that like first time you meet her, you know. So that's, now to me, that's all my cares went away. Like I am like, yep, I know she's dead now, then whatever, you know. I don't care how far we go into this movie. I don't care how much your character gets progressed or anything. You have given me the thought of, yes, you are dying, right? You are dead. It's done with. It's over for you. So I was like, yeah, you know what? This is this movie. It's the movie of, like, and I'll say that, right? It's an interesting premise, right? Because the main character knows that she's dying, and he stays with her knowing that she will die, and it's how he interacts with her that makes like the movie work and stuff. So it's interesting to see like a perspective of, you know, this person's gonna die, but like you're staying with them. Like it's a real life thing, you know. Like what if your friend or family member got told that they were dying of a disease or something, you know, you wouldn't just leave them. You'd have to be there for them and stuff. So yeah, in that sense, it's interesting. But because I knew she was gonna die, I just didn't care. Like that's all it was. I liked her character. It's good for her. The guy character, like I said, he is just boring. That's all he is. He's just a boring prick. And that's his point. He's like, ooh, I'm an edgelord. I got no friends, no family, never girlfriend. I don't fall in love. People just annoy me. Ugh. That's basically his character there, right? So yeah, like he's whatever, but you know, it's supposed to be like, oh, but he changes through the movie. I don't care if he changes through the movie. Even by the end, he's still boring. Like that's the whole thing. He's just boring. But yeah, like he's like, the whole movie's just about him staying with her, doing all these wish fulfilled things, right? That she has made for herself, all these things she wants to do before dying, and that's practically it. That's like most of the movie, until like halfway when she gets ill again. She has to stay in hospital, and then you learn, oh, she's dying. Now here's the thing that pissed me off about this movie, right? Like, it annoyed me because the scene of like there's a TV news thing early on about the slasher strikes again, killed, right? And it's a small scene, but when I saw that scene, I said, yeah, like that's gonna come back. That is literally going to come back, and that's what's going to kill her. It's not going to be the illness. That's going to be the thing that killed her. And guess what? I was fucking right. And when it happened, I was like, yes! I was so right, meaning I don't care. Because I didn't care at all. I didn't care because I guessed it. It was a predictable thing. It was predictable, and it's all because they showed that. Like, if they hadn't mentioned that at all, I just wouldn't think about it. She could have just gotten killed from a fucking truck, right? That's all she needed to do, and it would have been a bit more impactful. But no, she got murdered by a guy we never even see his fucking face of. So I was like, yeah, you know what, fine, whatever. And then you get to the end of the movie that's like, oh, it's her funeral, main character, and the whole thing is that she's wrote in her diary about this book of her life, and she's writing all her experiences with the guy character, and it's like, oh, it's so impactful. Oh, no, like, it's stronger than anything else in the film, but it's not strong enough that, well, it wasn't strong enough for me to go, yeah, man, I'm so in. a soak here. No, it is literally just, these are the words of a dead person. And you got, but it was like, yeah, man, good for them. Good for him to get his closure. And good for her, I guess, for making that closure happen. And so that's the thing, it's just, he's there, reads the book, they have this really nice art scene, right, like where she's just jumping from planet to planet in the stars, because at this point she's already dead, so it's all just an artistic visual design, which was like, yeah, you know what, I like that, that's what they should have done more, instead of just making it a plain fucking movie. But yeah, that's it. Get to the end, right? So he's like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna change. I want to make more friends. I won't be so boring anymore. So he changes. He makes one new friend, one new fucking friend. They pray at the grave and it's over. The end. All right. So that's the spoiler discussion done. That's the entire review done, basically. It is a solid 6 out of 10. Cannot go any higher, right? Because, I mean, not just to me though, right? If you, like, if I get told that a character is going to die early on, I'm just not going to give a fuck about that character. It's just that simple. That's why I hate movies that start off with, this is the story of how I died, or something like that, and I'm like, I don't care then. I don't care about anything that's happening in this fucking film. So, yeah, that's it. It's good if you want a sad thing, and if like, learning about a character dying early on doesn't affect you like it affects me. Where, like, because you might be the opposite, you might just be like, oh no, oh no, right? But to me, like, it just has the opposite effect, and I just don't give a shit. So yeah, 6 out of 10, that's the review of I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. There you go, typemoon96, there you fucking go.